Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion and this is chapstick, pumpkin pie. I picked it at random. I called this the crazy trollnation of YouTube. The crazy because just enjoying what you do on your channel, and if you don't do makeup, enjoying the channels that you watch. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique. Use whatever you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. You set the standard for yourself. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. That is what the Crazy Troll Nation stands for. If you're new here, I need to let you know I do curse sometimes in my videos because I curse sometimes, period. So what you see is what you get. Thank you for being here. As you can see from the title, we are doing another pairing. I keep thinking I'm done for now with Sunlit Seduction, and I feel like Pookie from New Jack City. If you know, you know. It just be calling me, man. It just be calling me. And I think I'm still just curious as to what else I can do with it, though I am really feeling those smoky Tom Ford looks that I did with it. And so my aesthetic is not at all changing. I'm just trying to get what I can get out of this palette. Oh, sorry for that snap. What I have on my face right now is the Fenty Brow Pencil, as always. The Pat Primer, which I just dropped on the floor. The Pat Foundation M18. You saw me apply chapstick, and you saw me just apply the Fenty Eyeshadow Primer. You see from the title what we're pairing today. Mothership number 6, which is Moonlit. It is not, oh my goodness. What is this? Midnight Sun, which is one of my favorites because it has that murky swamp water, grungy vibe to it. And of course, Sunlit Seduction. So we're going to do a pairing with these two. And actually, I'm going to do 2 looks with both of these 2 palettes because as I was looking at it, I wanted to use the different tones in here to pull out the different celestial shades in Sunlit Seduction, because we have a gold, we have a pink, we have a purple. Look at this, we have a gold, even though this is a celestial shade too, but we have this which you can top with the gold if you just want a base for that shade, and we have this purple here, and this we can top the pink from Sunlit if we wanted to. So we're going to see what we get. So for right now, we're going to take Extreme Dusk, this shade right here. Why? No, we're not. Wait a minute. Nope, we're not. I'm picking up the wrong palette because I'm so excited to get back to the grunge and the murky swamp water. We're taking Extreme Vermilion Dusk, this shade here. Y'all, I do feel like I'm done with this palette. Why I'm still in it, I don't know. So we're doing outer inward again, as we've been doing since month of McGrath, and I'm really feeling like McGrath has taken over my life but for right now. And it is so exciting and thrilling when I use other palettes and other quads, and so I know it's just a matter of time before I really feel like I've satiated my taste for this palette. Not that it is really my vibe, but really feeling like I've done about all I feel like I can do with it, or I just get sick of using it. But because I'm using it in different ways, I'm not sick of it yet, but I am really ready to move on. But part of me still wants to just do a little bit more with it, if that makes sense. And so we're just patting up here to get somewhat of a blend going, and we're patting because for me the Fenty primer is tacky, and so doing this, it doesn't always blend. A little bit is, but not much. And maybe we'll come back and blend here later. Oh, you know what, this is working. So we're just kind of feathering inward in this corner over here. So you see how that did blend out some. Hopefully we can maintain that shape, but then I think it kind of looks weird because I have this wrinkle way down here. And now that I'm thinking about it, that might be why I do round my shadow, or at least take it down to here, because there's clearly a gap between the wrinkle and the shadow. And I honestly didn't really notice it until now, but subconsciously that may have been what I was doing, was just covering up that gap. Let me know what you think about that. A subconscious thought, or just rounding shadow just because my eye shape is round anyway. It's interesting the things that I think about when I'm applying my makeup, because I really never thought about that before until just now. And even though I do like the winged eyeshadow shape, but more so like out here and not just stopping right here. But we are going to bring it down because I do like that look better. There's another gnat in here. Must be Henry's cousin. I saw a fly in here earlier when I turned on my lighted mirror that's in front of me. Because it's like 10, 2, 4, 6, I think it's like 10 light bulbs. The fly just came and just rested on one of the bulbs. And I'm just like, really, dude? I haven't seen that fly all day until now. And I'm like, where have you been? Wherever you've been, go back to that place. So we're tapping down here with whatever's in this brush to just get shadow there. So, and you can tell it is blending down in that area. So we're just patting. And we're going to kind of leave that like that. And maybe later we'll come back to it, or a liner will cover it. I'm not sure. But for right now, this is what we have. And we're still just blending a little bit more up here. The next shade is in Midnight Sun. So let me put down Sunlit. I'm just getting a blend up here because, again, we don't have a traditional transition shade because I take my lid shades up into the transition area. So that is there. Now we're going to pick up Midnight Sun. I need another cloth down here. And we're going to take Vermilion Venom, this shade right here. This is reminding me already of a look that I did with similar shades. And it wasn't with Midnight Sun, excuse me. But how the two, that deep shade and the second deepest shade, okay, that's not looking right. It had to have been Moonlit Seduction. How those shades blended together. This is not good. This is too red. That's this one. This is too red. It does look like a blend though, I think. So we're going to keep going with it. I think it's too red, but it looks like if this would have blended out more, maybe. The blend is good, I will say that. And I am feathering inward into the red. So I do like the blend. I'm just, I don't know, I have to see how this plays out and see how I feel about it when it's done. I didn't powder down my face in case we have fallout. I can just add some more foundation. I didn't put concealer on, and I need to, but I'm gonna, not need to, but I want to. But I'm gonna do that later. I wanted to get the shadow on and see. This foundation, excuse me for smacking, is perfect for my face, but not for my under eye area, as you can tell, particularly my darkest patch, which is right here. This side, okay, I have this coloration, so that's fine. But this patch right here just does not look good, I don't think. So we are gonna put concealer on later. I forgot to tell you, also on my face, lower lash line, NYX retractable eyeliner in deep purple, and also this is on my upper and lower inner rims. So that's the only other thing that is on my face. And so this is nice. It is a nice blend. I don't remember Vermilion Venom looking this red, and I think it was whatever I was placing next to it before. But next to Extreme Vermilion Dusk, it's very red to my eye anyway. So we'll just say that. Now we're going to go back to, y'all, Sunlit, and we're going to take Blitz Crimson Ecstasy. Oh my gosh, this shade is so polarizing. I am tapping off, and we're going to put this here, and we're going to go ahead and blend here because the flake is just sitting there. Another red look, right? Are we surprised? I can feel this falling out on my face, but it's not getting in my eye, so that's good. And look, there's flakes. But you got to get the flake on, so I need to stop tapping it off because I need to get it on and blend it. But you see how, I mean, it smears out really well. This is a very, very red look, which is similar to the first, I think the first look I did when I did looks 1 and 2, where I used this all over the lid because I wanted to see was it really as problematic as I thought it was going to be, and it really wasn't. So that was surprising in a good way. So we're just smearing this on. I have realized using different eyeliner colors, meaning other than black, and also using a dark lipstick, it does change the look. So that's another way, excuse me, that you can alter what the look looks like without putting in a whole lot of effort. Just use a different color liner just for something different. So this is what we have so far, and I can say I'm digging it. And oh my, I do have quite a bit of fallout under this eye. Yeah, because this was flaking. Surprisingly, I didn't do that on this side. But you know why? I didn't tap as much off on this side. And I don't have a dry brush in front of me, so we'll deal with that later. What is that? Oh! I thought it was a piece of lint on one of my brushes, and I went to pull it off and it flew away. It was the fly. Yo, I'm telling you, I be going through some things over here. I am really liking this though. Very red, very red. So if you're wanting a red look, this will look nice with a black lip, and maybe even put a deeper shade out here, make it vampy. Oh yes, y'all. We're going to stay with the pink, Astral Pink Fetish, this shade down here. Oh my gosh, very pink look. I don't even like pinks, but I know the looks have been coming out nice that I've been doing with this palette. So we're just going to smear that right here. She cute. I'm not liking this blend right here. This side is way darker than over here. I'm wondering if I do want to take Extreme Dusk from Midnight Sun to put there in that outer corner, just to bring some depth, something a little bit different to this look. That really startled me when I went to pick up the lint and it flew away. Yeah, that was a real reaction. Like, I was just like, what? This is cute. Cute, she cute. And that's all we're gonna say about that. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, a flimsy brush. This is a flimsy brush, and we're gonna see if we can wipe it away, the fallout. It did not, some of it did and some didn't. By the time we put on concealer and powder down, I think it'll be okay. And if not, we'll pretend that it is. I'm gonna take, oh shoot, I'm gonna take this tapered brush. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna go back to the brush that had that first shade on it, and we're going to just blend in between, well, the line where those two meet, because this side is a lot darker. Oh wow, look at that. I looked down to make sure this was the right brush, and it is the right brush. That looks nice. That looks nice. So maybe I won't take that dark shade. I am going to take the dark shade because we need to do something else with this look. And we still need to do our lower lash line. That worked. It's still darker than this side though, but that is okay. So we're going to take this brush and we're going to go back into Midnight Sun. I'm going to take Extreme Dusk. I was avoiding using Extreme Dusk. We're actually using it in the next look, and we're just going to tap that right here. Tapping and again, tapping off, and we're going to bring it down. I don't want it super dark, but I do want this corner to be a little bit darker than it is. And maybe I should have used a flat brush. I do like that. We're tapping straight in again, a little bit on the brush, and we're just going to do small circular motions, and we're going to feather in just a little bit. Still kind of looks the same. We're going to do this up here, not adding any shadow on the brush because I don't want to put that dark shade up here. That fly, y'all. Oh my gosh. Every time it starts to move, I'm just like, what's happening? And we're going to tap off, and we're going to put this over here. And on the side of the brush, we're going to get down here. We're going to feather inward. I didn't see that fly all day. And it's been lights on all day. Well, maybe it was at a light where I was not sitting. I do like the depth that this is bringing. I do want this to be a little darker right here, but I don't want to tap back in. I think that fly is about to die. Maybe because it's cold in here. I had my thermostat down to 73 today. So it's moving slow. So that's why I think it's either just cold or it's about to die. But anyway, if I can get it not near my light to my makeup station, I am going to kill it. But it's safe right now because I am preoccupied. I do like bringing this over. And again, we didn't tap back in. This is whatever is in the brush. I just want something else up here and not just red. But I do like this look, but it is very much looking like I am going to tap in no, I'm not. I'm going to take another brush just like that, but a clean one. And we're going to go into Taboo and tapping straight in. This is still Midnight Sun. We are going to tap the top edge right here. I do like having this color there. I didn't want to take Extreme Dusk because I didn't want it to be too dark in this area right here. So now we're just going to do some blending. I do like this better. This is nice. This is nice. Yes, it's red. I know. Tapping back in, tapping off, tapping on. Tap in, tap off, tap on. Like Daniel's son. Dee Dee's son. Karate Kid 4. I'm being silly. I know. I like this. Oh, girl. We're going to take... Oh, this might be a mistake. We were going to take this brush with Extreme Dusk, but I think that might make too wide of a line. We're gonna do it. Oh my gosh, this brush makes stuff blow out, which I do like that, and I do want to do more of that. This fly is just looking at me, like it's actually facing me, looking at me. It's watching me do my makeup. As long as it doesn't come over here. Well, it is here, but leaning closer to me or start buzzing around my head like Henry and his cousins do. And we're going to connect this right here. You know what? I am really liking this brush for that. For this, I should say. Blowing it down. And we're going a little bit further as well, because we're going to put another shade under here. And this is what we're doing. That is that. We're going to put that brush down, and we're going to take back to Sunlit, this brush. And we're going to take Astral Amethyst Allure, this shade, and we're going to top that on our lower lash line. I really like this shade. I really like the color, and it's not a chunky monkey. It's very easy to work with. Oh, I like that. Look at that. For this one, I am swirling to get it onto the brush because it is creamy. And we're going to just put that down here. This applies very nicely. I really like this shade. Look at that. See how easy that was? Wow. So that is it for the top of the eye. For eyeliner, I feel like I've been using Macro Violet a lot, which is this one. And I think I want to do something funky. I want to do something different. But we're going to do this one. Good grief, Charlie Brown. So we're going to take this. I'm going to edit this part out of the video. Actually, I'm going to edit this out. And I'm also going to edit out putting on Vava Violet. No, we're not. We're just going to take the blue. It doesn't really show up much on me. We're going to take that. This is Cobalt. Then we're going to, I'm not even going to, yeah, I'm going to add concealer, Hourglass, Mineral Veil Powder, Pat Bronzer, the blush in Paradise Venus, and the highlighter in Venusian Nude. And then we're going to come back and pick out a lip. So you'll see me in a few. This is our finished look. Two things that I did that I didn't mention I was going to do. After we finished the face, we used Hourglass Dim Light as a finishing powder. And the lip that we chose is number 52 Dark Purple from the Sephora collection. Because I wanted something purple to tie in with the liner and also with the blue mascara, even though it doesn't show up much. So that is it for this pairing with Midnight Sun and Sunlit Seduction. And yes, it is very reminiscent of the first look I did, except we do have the brighter pink on the inner corner. We have a deeper outer corner. I am glad that we did put that other dark shade there. I'm glad that we put this light shade up here under the brow. And so I'm really feeling it. And so thank you, and you will see me in a few seconds.